Hey, what's up? My name's Steven. I don't do too many YouTube videos. This is my first one, actually. So, I'll let you guys know what I'm about. I wouldn't say rants, but complaints, rants videos. I do review videos. I do different opinionated videos, and all that good stuff. So, I thought for my first video, I would go ahead and show you guys some of the stuff I work with. Gaming is a hobby of mine. It's been a hobby since I was yay tall. I do have both systems. I have the 360 and the PS3, and I have a Wii, but no one cares about the Wii, so I'm not going to go into that. Out of the two, the PlayStation 3 is my favorite. I like both, but the PlayStation 3 has my all-time favorite game in the world on it, so I have to go with that one. I do have more games for the 360 though, so those of you that want to be fanboys and be like, oh, he likes PlayStation 3, we gotta hate on him now. I do have more games for the 360, so... And if you guys want to know my gamer tag, you can go ahead and add me. It's MassGun123 for both systems. I got the gamer tag for both systems, so that was kind of nice. So go ahead and add me on either one. I'm on it fairly often. I work a lot, so when I'm not at work, I'm on those. So, now, before we get into the whole fanboy, Xbox 360 is better, PS3 is better, I don't care. I think pussy's better, but it's my personal opinion. They're both systems. They're both great. They both have their flaws. They both have their goods. So I'm not gonna get into that. The one thing I will get into though is that my 360 is a 4 GB model with a 250 GB hard drive in it. I upgraded it because I didn't really like the silver trim that it had on the top on the regular 250 gig console. I don't know why, I didn't think it matched the system itself. The new system though I did buy because the newer system, you know, they have more precautions against RROD and all that junk. So, and it's a lot slimmer too. I also have the slim PS3. It's 120 GB with a 500 GB hard drive upgrade. So I do a lot of different games. FPSs and RPGs are my main games I like to play, but my favorite game of all time is actually an action adventure. I'll get into that in a minute. You guys definitely know about it. If you don't, you're a retard and you shouldn't be gaming. I do play Call of Duties, although I will say that I'm not too big of a fan on Call of Duties anymore, because, you know, Call of Duty, people like to bitch about everything. You know, you can't use this certain gun, you have to use this certain gun, when the game's made with a lot of guns for a reason. It's for you to use them, but there's that whole camping and whatnot area. I'm not even going to go into that because Call of Duty mostly just pisses me off, but I play it because a lot of my friends play it and it's a good way to catch up and chill out and have fun. So, I'll get started on my games. I'm not going to go into too much detail on them. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the name. I'm going to tell you how I got a hold of it, what the price was, and a little summary of it. I currently do not have that many. I have about 15 games, and stacking up. I used to have a bunch because I used to own a PS2, and if you guys would even see the amount of PS2 games I had, it's ridiculous. So I will probably never be doing a video on that because there's too many of them. But my PS3 games and Xbox 360 games are coming up. They're not in any particular order. You may get an Xbox 360 game and a PS3 game, and then maybe 2 Xboxes and 1 PS3 or whatever. But here we go. Okay, I figured I would start off with my favorite game of all time, and it's the one I told you guys, if you don't know about it, then you're a retard and shouldn't be gaming. This is why PS3 is my favorite system. This is why PS2 is my favorite system, and that's God of War 3. God of War, period. I love the games. You all know it's God of War. I don't have to go into any detail. You guys guys know. I got this game pre-ordered, brand new and everything. I have the Ultimate Edition, but it's not unboxed. I bought this copy and the Ultimate Edition. This one is the unboxing one that I use frequently. I don't use the Ultimate Edition. It's for collector's purposes only. I have beaten this game and the other ones more times than you could even count. I hate to admit it because I wasted so much time in my life in these games, but I have more time. Sorry about that. I have more time spent into these games than I have in any game series I've ever played. So, I got this at GameStop, pre-ordered it, paid $100 for the Ultimate Edition, something like that, and then I paid $60 for this edition. Got it at GameStop, brand new, yada yada. I give it a 10 out of 10, just like everybody else gives it in the world. The graphics in this game are completely unreal. I've never seen anything like it in my entire history of gaming. There's just not much to say about it. It's an action-adventure game. Depending on how good you are at it, you can beat it in 5 hours or under. But for the average gamer, I would say it's about a 7 to 8 hour game. And if you're really bad at it, then probably about a 9 to 10 hour game. It's just a great game. I love this game to death. My next game, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This one I liked a lot better than the first one. I'm a big fan of Star Wars. This one isn't as, I want to say, it's not as long as the first one. This one's really short compared to the first one. The graphics in this one, though, are way better. You can customize both lightsabers, different colors if you want to. Its storyline is really solid, really good. The enemies you face are super fantastic. They did a good job with the enemies that you face. The combo moves, still what you would expect from a Star Wars game, you know, pretty much the first one with tweaks and stuff like that. But overall, I'd give this one probably about 8 out of 10, probably. My personal opinion. Other people give it crappy reviews, other people give it really good reviews. I think it's an 8 out of 10 based on gameplay. Now this next one, yes, you are going to make fun of me. Oh, he's so old, why is he playing this? Toy Story 3. Don't even start with me. Toy Story 3 is probably one of the best movie series I've ever watched. I've watched them since I was a little kid, and I have a niece that plays this with me. It's mainly how I bought it, but I also bought it for myself. It's very well thought out, and the fact of like the customization of your own town and toy box mode. There's the regular story mode, which follows actually really good on the story of the actual movie, and then there's a toy box mode where you can just pretty much do side missions and build up your town and a lot of that kind of stuff. It's a good game. I'm going to go ahead and give it probably around an 8.5 out of 10 again, because I'm a Toy Story fan. It's just the way I am. I've been a Toy Story. I watched Toy Story since I was real little. I watched the third one when it came out. It's just my choice of game, I guess. Pretty good game. I got this at GameStop when it was brand new for $60. It was for my niece's birthday. That's pretty much about it with that one. Next one, again, favorite series, God of War, the Collection Edition on the PS3 Greatest Hit Edition. I have these games on PlayStation 2 as well, but I wanted it to be remastered in HD. That's why I bought it, because this was remastered in HD. It does come with trophies now, and I've gotten platinum on all the God of Wars. It's not really that hard to do. I wish they would have made it a little bit more challenging, because people that aren't big fans of the series, you know, can just go ahead and randomly get the trophies, and it doesn't really mean anything to people that are hardcore fans of the series. If you're a hardcore fan of the series, you know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling. 10 out of 10 on both of them. God of War 2 is my all-time favorite of all the God of Wars, though. And I think that's because you can go back and replay with all the stuff you had before. I think that's why I like this one the most. Its gameplay is solid. The stories in these games are epic. It's not even a contest. I really do like this